So here mathematical induction. Mathematical induction. So mathematical induction is a method, okay, for verifying the formula. Verifying the formula. For example, here if we take a plus b whole square, okay, what is a plus b whole square? A square plus
A square plus
2ab plus
2ab
b.
plus b square.
Okay, here by taking a is equals to 1, I am taking substituting a is equals to 1, b is equal to 2. Okay, so taking the LHS is equals to, okay, so 1 plus 2 whole square, okay, that is 3 square, that is 9, that is 9. Okay, now I am taking the RHS is, okay, 1 square plus 2 into a is 1 and b is 2. Okay, plus b square is 2 square. Okay, 1 square is 1, 2 ones are 2, 2s are 4, and 2 square is 4. 4 plus 4, 8 plus 1 is 9. Okay, are we getting the equal? Yes. Okay, LHS equals to RHS.
Yes,
Here,
sir.
this is one type of verification. This is one type of verification. Like this, okay, like this, whatever we have the derived formula, we are going to, okay, so we are going to apply mathematical induction for proving whether it is satisfying in all the cases for all the natural numbers or not. Okay, so now, for example, what is the common procedure in this? What is the common procedure in the mathematical induction method? First, first of all, whatever the statement is given in the question, whatever the statement is given in the question, okay, that statement, let P of n, so we write the statement, okay, is true, is true for all n belongs to n. Okay, we take this and we'll consider, okay, as P of n. We consider the given, okay, function as P of n statement, given statement. After that, the next step is first step. Okay, so is it satisfying? Okay, so for n is equals to 1 or not, is it satisfying? Okay, by we substitute n is equals to 1, we substitute n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3, like that. We have to substitute all the natural numbers and we have to verify. But verifying to all the natural numbers is a little bit difficult. That's why, okay, what we do, okay, so we apply the general process. So let P of 1 is true for, okay, n is equals to 1. Okay, so let I am taking P of 1 is true, P of 1 is true, and we'll substitute n is equals to 1 in the RHS part in the given statement, and we check whether is whether the given statement is satisfying or not. Okay, so here the left side statement and we have the right side statement also. We have the right side statement also. Okay, so now finally, okay, so we'll simplify and we'll get a conclusion that P of 1 is true. Okay, so it satisfies LHS equals to RHS, LHS equals to RHS. If LHS and RHS equals to, okay, so therefore P of 1 is true. Will okay, so conclusion. Okay, after that, second step, let P of k is true. Let P of k is true. True and is we consider, okay, so the statement P of n is true for n is equals to k. We substitute n is equals to k and we equate the LHS part and RHS part. We equate the LHS part as well as RHS part. Okay, after equating the LHS and RHS, and RHS, so what we do? Okay, so here we'll find n plus 1th term, from nth term. Okay, and we add n plus 1th term on both sides, adding n plus 1th term, on both the sides. Okay, so For LHS, we add the n plus 1th term. Okay, and for RHS also we add n plus 1th term. For RHS also we add n plus 1th term. Okay, after adding that, we take only RHS part. We take only RHS part. Finally, okay, so we have to get the answer in place of n. We have to get n plus 1. Okay, so n plus 1 terms. Okay, we have to get the answer in terms of n plus 1. Whatever we have the okay value n, in place of n we have to get n plus 1 or k plus 1. Already we took as k. So here we take the k plus 1th term and we add k plus 1th term on both sides, and finally we get the answer in place of n. We have to get k plus 1. We have to get k plus 1. Okay, so that is nothing but, okay, so finally therefore we write, therefore, okay, so p of k plus 1 is also true, for all n belongs to n. Okay, so that is also true for n is equals to k plus 1. If it is true for k plus 1, that means here 1 is already proved. Okay, what is here k? Here k means 1. K means value is 1. So k plus 1 means 1 plus 1, 2. Okay, it is true for n is equals to 2. After proving 2, again k is equals to 2. Then k plus 1 means 2 plus 1, 3. It is also true for 3. If it is true for 3, then k value we take as 3. Then k plus 1 means 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1, 4. For fourth term, okay, for n is equals to 4 also, it will be true. Like that, okay, that is a method. Okay, here instead of proving for n is equals to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3, n is equal to 4, substituting all the values, we'll substitute only one value and we'll take one k variable and k plus 1 variable. If you are deriving n is equals to k plus 1, okay, so that is true for n is equals to k plus 1 also. Okay, p of k plus 1 is true for, okay, all natural numbers. Hence, okay, so by the principle of mathematical induction method, by the principle of mathematical induction method, so we write the given statement again. P of n is equals to, we write the LHS part and equal to RHS part, then is true for all natural numbers, for all n belongs to n. Okay, this is the method. Okay, it is very simple, very easy method. Okay, so and in the given statement sometimes okay, so he will give the nth term, sometimes without nth term he may give the question. If he gives the question without nth term, okay, in the starting itself we'll find the nth term also. Okay, so nth term we can, okay, so either we write as an or we can write as tn. Okay, nth term. Okay, so this is a normal method, okay, so of mathematical induction. So in exercise 8a, we have the first question. Using the principle of mathematical induction method, prove that 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on up to n is equals to 1 by 2 into n plus 1 is true for all n belongs to n, for all the natural numbers. Okay, so I am considering, let okay, so given statement, let p of n is equals to 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on plus n is equals to 1 by 2 into n plus 1. Okay, I am taking the given statement as p of n, that's it. Okay, so we can take it as p of n or s of n or t of n, anyone we can take. Okay, usually we'll take p of n. Okay. So now here first step I am taking, let P of n is true for n is equals to 1, or P of 1 is true. P of 1 is true. If it is true, take the LHS part. What is LHS part? We have to take only one term. We have to take one term. N is equal to 2 means take the two terms and add 1 plus 2. If it n is equals to 3, take 1 plus 2 plus 3. If n is equal to 4, take 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Like that we'll take. N is equal to 1 means we'll take only n is equal for one term. Okay, that is 1. And take the RHS. Take the RHS. RHS is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into. So in place of n, I am substituting 1. Okay, so in place of n we have 1. In place of n we have 1. So now I am substituting 1 in place of n. Okay, so that means 1 by 2 into 1 into 1 plus 1. Okay, so that is, okay, so here 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 ones are 2. Okay, so that is 1 by 2 into 2. 1 by 2 into 2. If we cancel the 2 and 2, if we cancel the 2 and 2, okay, so then what we get? Okay, 2 to cancel, that means we get 1. We get 1. Once check the LHS and RHS part. LHS is 1, RHS also 1. LHS is 1 and RHS also 1. LHS is equals to RHS. Okay. So therefore LHS equals to RHS means hence P of 1 is true. Hence P of 1 is true. Okay. If it is true, we have to prove that it is also true for n is equals to 2. Okay. So just briefly I am telling 1 plus 2 is equals to 3. Okay. N is equal to 2 means we get left side 3 and right side also substitute 2 into 2 plus 1. Okay. So this 2 and 2 gets cancelled. 2 plus 1 is 3. In RHS also we are getting 3. So LHS and RHS equal. Like that we'll take 3. We'll take 4. We'll take 5. Okay, so taking all these terms, okay, so it becomes difficult to prove. Okay, all the natural numbers. That's why we'll prove for n is equals to 1. Okay, that is P of 1. After proving that, okay, so we consider. Okay, so let us assume that. Let us assume that we are assuming it is also true for. Let us assume that. Okay, P of k is true. P of k is true. Okay, P of k is true means we substitute. Okay, so k in place of n. We substitute k in place of n. That means, okay, given statement becomes P of k is equals to 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on. Okay, n here. Nth term is, write the nth term as k is equals to 1 by 2 into n means k and n plus 1. N plus 1 means k plus 1. N plus 1 means it is k plus 1. Okay, now here observe carefully. So nth term is n. Kth term means k. Okay, like that we have to find the k plus 1th term. What is k plus 1th term? First term 1, second term 2, third term 3, fourth term 4, 10th term 10, 100 term 100, 1000 term 1000. Nth term is n, kth term is k. Okay, if we want k plus 1th term, what we should do? K plus 1th term means in place of n substitute k plus 1. Okay, now I am finding k plus 1th term is equals to, we can write it as a k plus 1 or t k plus 1. So that is nothing but in place of n, we will substitute k plus 1. Okay, here it is very simple, very easy. Direct we can add this k plus 1th term on both side also. Okay, so now adding k plus 1th term, k plus 1th term on both sides. Okay, if we add k plus 1th term on both sides, then what we get? Here, so 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on. up to k we have is equals to 1 by 2 into k plus 1, k into k plus 1. Here, okay, so here, if we add one more term k plus 1, if we add one more term k plus 1, up to 2 means we have to get 2 in the RHS. Okay, if we take 3, we have to get the 3 answer in the RHS. If we take 4, 4 answer in the RHS. If we take k, k answer in the RHS. Okay, if we take n, n answer in the RHS. If we take up to k plus 1, okay, we want k plus 1 answer in the RHS. It is very simple, easy here. So what we are going to do here, adding k plus 1 on both sides. So if we add the same term on both sides, LHS and RHS, then there is no change. Then there is no change. Okay, so now this is equals to, okay, take k plus 1 common in both. If we take k plus 1 common, okay, so then k into 1 by 2 or 1 by 2 k by 2 and k plus 1 already we took common, so here we get 1. Okay, so this k plus 1 is as it is and LCM is 2, so that means k plus 2, k plus 2, this is equals to k plus 1 into k plus 2, we can write it as k plus 1 plus 1, k plus 1 plus 1 and whole divided by 2, whole divided by 2. Once observe carefully, okay, in place of n, do we have k plus 1 or not? Okay, so here 1 by 2 means whole divided by 2. This is n, okay, this is n, and okay, so n means k plus 1, n means k plus 1. Okay, so n k plus 1 plus 1 means n plus 1 by 2, n into n plus 1 whole divided by 2 or into 1 by 2, both are same only. Okay, that means in place of n, are we getting k plus 1 or not? Yes, we are getting k plus 1. Okay, so therefore s of k plus 1 is also true. K plus 1 also true. Okay, so hence by using the mathematical induction method, okay, so hence conclusion, final conclusion already proved. Okay, hence, okay, so by the principle of mathematical induction method, okay, so we have to write the statement. Okay, so we write in the next page. So mathematical induction method, okay, so the p of n is equals to 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on, okay, up to n is equals to n into n plus 1 by 2, okay, is true, for all n belongs to n natural number, or we can write for all. Okay, so for all in words or in symbol, we can write any one, not both. Okay, for all n belongs to n. Okay, so this is the required solution. Understood?